Hello, let's do the New York Times hard Sudoku for April 25th, 2025. There's a link in the description if you'd like to try the puzzle yourself, and I'm going to get started right now. Right, I'm going to look for geometry first. If you want to know more about geometry, I do have a video in the description where I go over it in depth. 3, 4, 5 against here is suspicious. Not enough, though. Okay. 2, 3, 7. We already have a 3, so it's just 2, 7. The 7's over here. That might actually be handy. Yeah, I mean, that's a crossing here as well, right? Another way to see that. But 7's in here and here. Let's mark that before I don't want to forget that. Otherwise, nothing there. 5 and 6. We can place a 5. These two 5s look down. That places the 5 here. And that now means the 6 is in one of these two, actually, in this column. And then the 6 is in one of these two in this column, or the box. All right, we've got 1, 6, 9. Ooh. So the 9 is placed. We have these 9s looking in, this 9 looks in, so we can place the 9. Now we have 1 and 6 here. Ah, this 1, 6 looks in. Okay. So we have 1 and 6 here. This is kind of what tips us off that that's important to look at, because they aren't here. Right? I looked at the 9 as well. I found the 9 already. So the 1 and the 6 are not in these 3 cells, and they're not in these 3 cells either because there's digits sitting them that aren't 1, 6. But they're also not here. Both of them are not here because we have a 1 and a 6 looking at it. So these are the only 2 cells left in this row at all that can be 1, 6. So they must be 1, 6 because we need 2 cells to put 2 digits in. So this is a hidden 1, 6 pair. Now we could try to follow up on that, but honestly, I'm just finding the seed of the geometry here, and we will follow up later. We could follow up with this 5, 8 looking in here, just to see what happens. So we do have the 8s looking up. There's an 8 in one of these two, and then we have the 5 and the 5 here, putting a 5 in one of these two. These 8s do point in here along with this 8, putting an 8 up here. Okay, I think that's all the follow-up I want to do with that right now. Normally, the follow-up for getting a hidden pair is thinking about what digits were removed from those 2 cells. But we haven't really done our scan yet, and so I'll just do that during the scan. It'll come up during the scan. All right, the 4 and the 8, not helpful as far as I can tell. The 1, 6 was already helpful here. It's not doubly helpful, unfortunately. 1, 5, 7, 9. So unfortunately, we already have 5 and 9 here. So we just need to place 1 and 7. And there's nothing to do there. All right, cool. Well, we got some geometry out of that. That's nice. Now we're doing our normal scan. So I'm just going to start over here with, actually I'm going to start over here. I like to start with the box with the fewest givens. So we have all of our 5s vertically. Horizontally, we have a 5 in one of these two. Whenever we mark like this, we want to look for that digit in this column because we know it's not in this box. Unfortunately, there's 3 places for it. But if you don't look, you don't see. So you got to look when it isn't there if you're going to want to be able to find it when it is there. 6 and 6 look in, putting a 6 in one of these two. One of these 3 vertically. We already marked the 6s. All right, I've also got 2, 3, and 7 here. So the 2s look down, putting a 2 in here. The 3, these 2 3s look in, putting a 3 up here. And then the 7, we have the 7s marked here already. Would I have seen that? It's a crossing on this. I usually look for crossings. Let's see. That's all I'm getting out of that 7. All right, and we have 3, 4, and 5. We do have 2 4s here. Puts a 4 in one of these two. We know these 2 cells are very restricted, so we might as well mark them now because they aren't the 4, 5, 8 in addition to the 1, 6, 9. So they're down to 3 digits max. But I'm already seeing this sees a 3. And a 4. Oh, we already have a 4. So what are these digits? They're not 1. They could be 2, 3. They're not 4, 5, 6. They could be 7. They're not 8, 9. So we're left with 2, 3, 7. And this can't even be the 3. All right. Anyway, I was looking at the 4s, the 3, the 5. Okay. I think I move on to the next band now. This band here. Let's start with the 5 and the 9. So the 9s actually look up. Putting a 9 in one of these two. So again, we've got a lot of corner marks that aren't here. So I'm curious about those 2 cells. We need 1, 2, 4, 8. This can't be 4, so it's 1, 2, 8. And that's all we get. Unfortunate. All right, so we did the 5, 9. We have the 2, 9, 8. The 2 2s we already got. This 8 looks down, this 8 looks in. This is a crossing on the 1, 6. It puts 8 in one of these two. The 8s point up along with this 8, putting an 8 in one of these two. Where's 8 in this row? Plenty of places. All right. So that was nice from that 8. We already got the 8 here and here. The 9 also has a crossing on this 1, 6, putting a 9 in one of these two. That points up along with this 9. This is very nice. It puts a 9 in one of these two. So what have we done here? Well, if I remove this 5 corner mark, it's a little easier to see. We have limited the 8 and the 9 to these two cells. That's what these corner marks are telling us. One of these two needs to be an 8, and one of these two needs to be a 9. Well, if one of them's an 8 and one of them's a 9, that's the only thing we can put in those cells, including that 5 we had corner marked. We actually can't put a 5 here, because it needs to be an 8 or a 9 in order to fit 8 and 9 in this box. Therefore, this is the only place for 5, and now this is the only place for 6. That does put a 6 in this box here, giving us the 1 and the 6 in this box. That can't be 1 anymore. And so 1 actually joins all these fellas. So this is actually a 2-8 pair. It's the only digits left, right? Because we could just look at the whole column if you want, but we need 2, 3. What did I miss? 2, 3, 4, and 8, right? And so, oh, can this be 4? Ah, this can be 4. Okay, it's not a 2-8 pair. Good, glad I checked. Sorry for saying it was. We need 2, 3, 4, and 8. This sees a 3, 4, but this only sees a 3. So it can be a 4. All right. Well, either way. 2, 3, 4, 8. So this isn't 2. This is 3, 4, 8. And this isn't 2. It's 3, 4, 8. So we know the 2's in one of these two. That does claim. By claim, I mean this column needs a 2. It's in one of these two. So we can't put it elsewhere in this box, or we wouldn't be able to, the 2's going to be one of these two. That's going to eliminate it from the rest of the box, no matter where it ends up. So these are not 2. These already weren't 2, but these aren't 2. I'm not seeing a huge reason that's interesting. Actually, yeah, I guess 2's in one of these two, but yeah, okay. Anyway, what was I doing? I got this 1 and 6. Do I have more follow-ups? Yeah, we have these 1s here. So one of these two. The rest of this row is 2, 3, 4, 7. This is 3, 4, 7, not a 7. 3, 4 only. This is any of those. Okay. So we know the 2's over here. Yeah, because we have the 2's here. Okay. Did I finish this band? I don't think so. What was I on? The 1, 6, and 9? Right, I got this hidden 8, 9 pair. Let's follow up on that. These two digits are a 1, 4. Ah, and so that actually does what I was hoping. Removes 4 from here. That gives us a 2, 8 pair. So now these can't be 8. They are a 3, 4 pair. I don't think there's more for that right now. 3, 4, 7, 9. So we got the 1, 4. So the rest of this row is 2, 7, 8. That's not an 8. Huh. Feels like there should be more. Maybe I should scan the last band. Okay, let's scan the last band. The 4 and the 8, the 1 and the 6. We have 2 1s here. What's a 1 in one of these two? That's really all we get. Okay. Well, that didn't help. So what is our next move? If there's any low-hanging fruit are rows, columns, boxes with 4 or fewer empty cells. So I'm going to scan for that. Yeah, we have an 8, 9 pair here, meaning there's only 3 digits left in this column other than the 8, 9. We know the 8, 9 go up here. So what are these 3 digits? They are the 3, 4, and 5. So can we do anything with that? Not that I can tell. All right, what else do we have? 8, 9. Oh, we have a 2, 8 pair and an 8, 9 pair here. So what this is telling me is look for the 8 in this row, because it's not here and it's not here. And then this 8 looks up. So that places the 8. And that places the 8 in this box as well. Leaving a 2-7 pair here, meaning this cannot be 2 anymore. This has to be 8, making that 2, and this 9 and 8. Very nice. Now, can I follow up on those digits? 8s are done horizontally. 9. Actually, 9's one of these two. We already knew that. Same thing here. What is this triple? This is 1. Oh, the 1 is placed. Okay, that's our 1. Places that 1. Our ones are not done, but they're close. Ooh, what's going on with the 1 over here? Yeah, the 1 over here is placed. So that's our 1. It does not place the 3, unfortunately. Now we're left with these ones. Okay. Oops. The rest of this column is 2, 5, not 5, 2, 7, 9. It cleans up quite a bit. Sorry, 2, 7, 9. That's not 9, that's not 7. Ah, so the only place for 9 in this column is right here. So that places this 9. How are we doing on 9s? Oh yeah, I was going to look at the rest of this box. We have the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We need 6 and 9. And this can't be the 6. So that's our 9, that's our 6. That places the 9 and the 7 in this box. This is 3 or 4. Okay, 3, 4, 3, 4. We're very close to collapsing this puzzle. Wouldn't be surprised if it was only singles left. We just got to find them. This row's down to 4 digits. We need a 2, 3, 7, 8. I mean, these can't be 8. So these are 2, 3, 7. This can't be 7. So this is 2, 3, 8. This is 3, 7, 8. Now, I noticed we made a 2, 3, 7 triple in here. So when you get a triple like this, one thing that's interesting is even just looking at the triple, we know one of these two is a 3. Because between these 3 cells, we got to fill a 2, 3, and 7. And the 3 can't go here. So 3 is going to be one of these two. So you don't even have to eliminate from the rest of the box before you apply the 3s as pointing and say, well, this can't be 3 and this can't be 3. But in addition to that, we know that these are the other 2 digits that have to go in the box. So these are the 5 and 6. And this 6 tells us the order. That's 5, that's 6. Places the 5 in this box. That's a 3, 4 pair. It places the 5 here. This can't be 5. 2, 3, 4, 7. This can't be 2. It's 3, 4, 7. Oh, what happened to this 6? This 6 sees over there. That's a 6. How are we doing on 6s? Oh, we're done. We're done with 6s. 2, 3, 7, 8. 4 digits left in this row. We need a 2, 3, 4, 8. That's not very exciting. I can write these out because that sees 3 and 8, and that sees 2. So is this also 2, 3, 4, 8? And this is also 2, 3, 4, 8. Wow, they're all 2, 3, 4, 8. This is 2, 3, 4. It's not an 8. What am I missing? There's probably just like a simple scan that I can do. This has 3 digits left. We have a 3, 4 pair here. So what are these 3 digits? We need the 1, obviously. We have the 2, 3, 4. We need 5 and 7. Now, neither of these can be 5. So that's probably what I wasn't scanning, is these 5s all looking in. So that places the 5 and the 1. And now this can only be 7. The places are 4 and 1 here. So this can't be 4. So now 4 is in one of these two. Yeah, this is a 2, 4 pair. This is 3, 7, 8. Not an 8. Okay. 2, 3, 4, 7. 2, 4, 3, 7, 8. This is 2, 3, 4. What is happening here? This is a 2, 3, 4 triple in this column. So what's left besides the 2, 3, 4? We need a 7, 8. This 7 tells us the order. That's 8, that's 7, that's 8. Gives us the 2, which then gives us the 8 in this row. It's the only place for 8. That's our 3. That gives us the 7. This 2 gives us the 2 in this box. All right, and this 7 gives us the 2 in this box. It gives us 4 and 2. That's 7. This finished the row with a 3. That gives us 4 and 3 and 4 and 3 and 4 and 3. Very nice. That's our 2, 3, and 4. This is our 7 and 3, 7 and 2, and oh, whatever this digit is, 4. Very nice. All right, a little bit, a couple sticky points actually, but not too bad. What solve number am I? I'm number 2. Someone beat me to it. Oops, I might mean to click that. You can save replays of your solves. Cool. Well, let me know how you did. If you enjoyed this, why not leave a like, subscribe, and a kind comment below.